early, and it looks like one might be drifting across, but it is go in this first round match between Denmark and Poland. Impossible to call, and what you don't, the positions you do not want to be in are first and
Yeah, very interesting battle since first downwind. We saw the whole fleet coming to that first.
closing in. Here we go. The attack comes in from the Spaniards. He attacks, and can he go past? He's forcing it out.
Penalty!
Oh, he's done it.
Good evening and welcome to the eSailing Nations Cup 2021. We have moved into the next stage, we have moved into the quarterfinals, and tonight we're getting the first of 4 quarterfinals within the next 7 days. So a lot of action in the eSailing world this week. My name is Thomas Bjørn, and I'm going to guide you through this exciting final we have tonight. It's the Danish Vikings against Great Britain. And let's don't go into history lessons, but I can say to you that in this case, Great Britain is actually the favorite team, seeded 1, where Denmark was seeded 9. But one thing is for sure, the Danish team has one more game than the British team, because the British, this is their first one, and Denmark won against Germany just 3 days ago. But before entering it, this is what it's all about. Once again, nations are battling for glory.
Welcome to the Nations Cup 2021.
Skills,
communication,
tactics,
strategy.
Together under one flag.
In battle with giants.
Get ready for the Battle of Nations.
Nations Cup 2021.
And yes, if some of you saw Jason Strafford in the game, it was not him, it was Will Hemsley from Great Britain. But I can say to you, he can kill the opponents with his bare eyes, because he is a really, really good player, but also a mean guy, I have to say. He looks mean, but he's pretty nice when you're speaking with him. But here we have the overall view. We have the quarterfinals, and when we're watching, we see Great Britain versus Denmark today. The winner there will meet the winners in the game Italy versus the Netherlands. Then in the opposite side, we have Japan versus France. Oh, that's a battle we also had last year. So interesting who is winning it this year. And then we have, surprisingly, Russia versus Spain. And the Spanish is also the favorite team to go to the finals, like Great Britain, seeded second. But the Russian Bears, I have to say, the Russians have really been doing a lot of practice this year. But before going into the regatta today, then let's speak a little bit about the format. If you're new to this, then we are going to do 9 races tonight. The first team to get 5 points are winning and going into the next round. But we're going to see all 9 races today, no matter what happens. But before that, let's meet the team captains. I had a great pleasure to meet Lucas Moore, the team captain of Denmark. And then we have Deja Vu, or Mike O'Donovan, team captain of Great Britain. And he was actually out sailing when I interviewed him on a J70.
Of course, it's always nice winning. It was not what we had expected as a team. I think we had expected it to be, or at least to come down to the last race. I know that the Germans just had their national championships, so we were all thinking that they were maybe going to have a bit more playtime here after the summer holidays, since we in Denmark have had a lot of real-life sailing this year.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, we've had a lot of time to practice and get to know each other and play well together. It was nice to get the first seed. Nice show of strength, should we say? And yeah, looking forward to face Denmark. They had some close racing with Germany, so it should be good.
Well, the British, they are defending champions, and they are seed number 1. I think it's going to be a very tough battle. The British have some really solid players, and a lot of them. So I think it's going to be, we really got to bring our A game and try our best to try win win the close battles and not get run over.
I think it'd be hard to say they were underdogs after winning last year. You know, the French and the Spanish teams are very strong as well, and you know, Denmark are no slouch. And so we're definitely going to be trying to, you know, race on our A game, doing everything we can, because as soon as we underestimate them, I think we'll be in the mud. So no, it'll be good to race against them. They're all great racers, and should be a lot of fun.
It is race number 1, Denmark versus Great Britain. Great Britain won the seeding round, and they also see themselves as the favorites tonight. Denmark, yeah, Lucas Moore, he sees this as a great opportunity to surprise, and he also talks about, and when we are going to speak with him a little bit later, I had this fantastic pleasure of speaking both of them for quite some time. It's all about team effort. And one thing Lucas, he thinks is, if they're winning 1 point or 2 points against Great Britain, then they actually might have a big chance to win this race, because Great Britain has not played in the same level as Denmark, and it's the first time people are playing in. I can say to you, a lot of top viewers are watching today. We have people from Germany, from Portugal, from France, from Spain, from Denmark, from Great Britain. I have to say, from all around the world watching this eSailing Nations Cup. And thank you for doing that. There's 10 seconds to race number 1 is starting. 10 seconds to this fantastic battle is going to occur. 4 seconds. It's Denmark versus Great Britain. And here is the go. It's a clean start, but a lot of penalties. False start for Katofat from Denmark. He's the newcomer on the team. He couldn't play the last time, so he's back in the game. Also, Will Hemsley, Jason Stratford, as we call him, also with a bad start. Adam McGruver is going here to the left-hand side, followed with Anton Sol. Anton Sol is a young guy from Præstø in Denmark, 18 years old, doing a lot of sailing, normally as a helmsman. So let's see how it's going today. Side show is here, Ben Barnacles, and then we have the female sailor from Great Britain, Jenna Sneaker, and we're going to see her against Helle Ørum. And Helle, she didn't have such a good start. See, slowing a little bit down. She's in 17th position. But one thing I know about Helle is she has a fighter will. She's a little bit older than Jenna, and we'll talk more about that later. Here we have Donny Gillis. Donny Gillis, great champion of Great Britain in 2019, and then he lost it to, I can't remember who he lost it to last year, and then this year he was also in the British Championship. He was team captain last year, but doing a great race, great high level by him, and he has actually been at the World Championship quite some times. Then we have Ben Barnacles coming here from the left-hand side from Denmark, also known as Sten Iversen, also one of the more routine sailors from Denmark. So the two routine guys in the lead. Lucas Moore, the team captain, in second. If you're new to this game, there's quite some things you need to look for. The dark colors on the water is a harder breeze, the light colors is a lighter breeze. So this is the way the players find out how to speed up and how to get a lot of wind into their sails. Then in top left corner we have a radar, and those radar winds windsocks are showing how the wind is in each zone. But Denmark, Ben Barnacles, Lucas Moore, Hordist are all in the lead. Hordist means fastest in English, then Caven. Fians coming inside, Show, Donny Gillis, Enborg on the inside, Vit Farley qualified for the World Championship this year. Jenna coming in, penalty to Defix, Thomas Lubeck, Enevoldsen coming down here. But it's 3 Danes in the lead. They're doing everything, but the Danes also have 3 Danes in behind. So it's a very, very close race, and I can say to you, it's going to be very close all night. Penalty to Deja Vu, Mike O'Donovan, made by Enevoldsen in this case. So great race by Enevoldsen. And we're going to see a lot of these individual battles. Normally in these 10 versus 10 games, or the first race and the 9th race, we don't see much team race. Some of the teams are doing team race. Oh, Speedy, Ali Island, Speedy_1. Former British champion, actually, and this is his comeback. He has not been playing much this year, traveling around the world, watching SailGP shows and everything. Just arrived back home from Cadiz, getting a penalty by Enevoldsen. So Enevoldsen from Denmark doing a lot of penalties. Up in the lead, the Danes seems to look lost the 3rd place. So fastest is a little bit under trouble here. Vit Farley coming, Arthur Farley. He's maybe one of the best players in the world at the moment. People saying he's a young guy, a lot of temper, but also a lot of nervousity when he's playing in. Normally saying laser in a pretty high level. So there we go. Enevoldsen hitting the mark. Penalty, 3 penalties to Denmark. This is very bad for Defix. Helle Ørum, Katofat, and Enevoldsen. They're dropping down. They need to win that down there. When we're going up, when we can see Lucas Moore still in the lead from Denmark. Ben Barnacles in 3rd. Sideshow in now taking 3rd. Donny Gillis, Enborg. So there's a huge battle for the leading position and a huge battle for the positions behind. So who will win it? Who will take it? It's Denmark versus Great Britain. It's the battle for the first semi-final spot. It's race number 1. It's the eSailing Nations Cup. And this is going to be a huge battle for the victory. Lucas Moore going in front of Sideshow, just to covering up with wind shadow. And this is also one thing you will see tonight. Wind shadow is this wide area behind the boats, dropping behind them, and each boat has different wind shadows. And in this case, it's 23 meters. The 49er is normally a boat you're winning upwind, and then they're coming in, Hordist is coming in here. He's in the lead at the moment. So let's see. Hordist coming in first. Ben Barnacles in 2nd. And they're doing a great job. A great show for all of them. So fantastic what they're doing here at the moment. Let's see. They're rounding the mark. Denmark still in the lead. Britain coming in behind with the next positions. And we are going to take it here. So Vit Farley, Caven Fians, Sideshow, Donny Gillis. Then Enborg coming down. So a lot of action in the move. So so there we are coming in. Penalty to Anton Sol, and then he's dropping down in that position. But see, 3 Danes in the lead, 4 British, then a Dane. See Enborg slowing down the whole British fleet. See, easing the sails, making his fellow Danes coming up. Defix far behind, so he has lost the battle behind. But it's very important for the Danes, very important for Enborg to battling against Will Hemsley, Jenna Snigger, Adam McGrew, and Fun Pigeon also. He needs to penalize him. He needs to do something. He needs to come back in it. So, so there we go. So who will win this one? Who will win this one and battle here? Oh, penalty. That's the first one. Deja Vu losing to Enborg. And this is what Enborg he needs to do. He needs to slow them down. Anton Sol, he also needs to win this battle. It's very important. Denmark, Hordist, looking to win the race. Crossing the finish line up there together with Ben Barnacles. Then Lucas Moore coming in 3rd. And now we have 4 British coming in the next position. But here we have an important battle. It's battle for points. All point counts. Remember, it's the low point system we're going. Then you need to come into it. And there we go. It's crossing in. Jenna almost penalizing her own teammate. And Borg is taking very important points. 4 important points to Denmark. Then the British is clustering up, but it's Borg taking those 4 points in front of a lot of British. And then 3 Danes in the end. So 3 Danes in the lead, 3 Danes behind. So then we are coming in here. So there we go. Everything is coming in here. We are looking at the confirmation here. Ben Barnacles, Denmark first. Hortist second. Lucas Moore third. Caven Fyans in fourth. Sideshow in fifth. Donny Gillis in sixth. Arthur Farley in 7. Borg, Nikolai Borg, one of the Borg brothers in 8. Will Hemsley in 9. Mike O'Donovan in 10. Jenna Snigger in 11. Fun Pitchin in 12. Adam McGrew in 13. Anton Solt 14. Ene Voldsen 50. Speedy _6_1 or Ali Island from Scotland in 16. Kadofat in 17. Denmark 16-02 18. Hellerum 19. And Defix Thomas Lubeck in position 20. And when we're doing all this mathematics, we will have the race officers calling it in soon. Then we will find out who is the overall winner. But I can say to you, just looking into it, it looks like Great Britain might have been winning race number 1. So there we go here. We are just seeing the score here. We can see the battle here behind. In Borg, it didn't look like he had a battle, but when we saw the race, he was coming in. And then we can see the British battling for position 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. I don't know why they're battling each other, but Anton Sol, he lost in the upwind leg and the downwind leg. He came from 9th to position 14, and that's very costly for the Danish team. But let's get a confirmation before we are jumping into the next race. We'll have the confirmation after the race. Let's meet the team captains once again before race number 2 starts.
Well, I think 2 British players have made it to the eSailing World Championship final this year. One of them is the eSailGP champion, and the other one is last year's eSailGP champion. So it is some pretty big players we're up against, and a lot of the other British eSailors I've raced a lot against, and they're also really good. So unfortunately, I don't think you really can compare the Danish team to the British team in terms of eSailing achievements.
Yeah, it's slightly different from last year, because obviously we went through all the stages last year, and that was some actually really good practice. So this year it's just been trying to remain diligent while we're not going through the knockout rounds, trying to keep practicing as a team where we can, and really just like focusing on different maneuvers and different aspects of team racing. We're pretty locked in with sort of where each player is playing which race, and so we've been trying to race in the boats that we'll be racing in, and yeah.
This is definitely a team performance. In the Danish team, we have a really good team chemistry. Everybody's watching the races when you're not racing and cheering for each other. I have heard that someone in the British team can get pretty rough when they get behind. So maybe if we manage to get in front by 2 points, maybe we have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with how the team's come along in the past year. We've got Will and Kevin who have really strengthened over the past year. They're now a few of our strongest members.
And there we go. Fantastic to meet the captains. And here we also hear Lucas Moore saying, hey, this is a team effort. Let's see if we can get some points on Great Britain. The reason why we haven't points from race number 1 yet is because it's a very close race. And the race officers are putting in the results right now and coming back with them. But right now it looks like Great Britain might have winning the first point. But back to this. This is race number 2. It's the female match race. It's Denmark's Hillerum versus Great Britain's Jenna Snigger, and that's a huge difference in routine. Hillerum, she's a little bit older, let's say that. She's a mom to 2 and playing this game in a high level. And there we go. A good start. Oh, false start for Jenna Snigger. This might be all over already. Hillerum seeing it. Straight away, sailing away. This couldn't be more worse for Great Britain here in race number 2. But it's 30 meters behind. One thing we know for sure is there's a matching number up there, and we haven't hit that matching number. This is the starboat. The starboat is a big clumsy boat, a little bit hard to maneuver. It has a huge wind shadow. 38 meters it's set in wind shadow, and if you see the distance over there, plus 36, it's not telling how far the boats are in between them, it's telling how far it is from bow to bow of the boat. This means that this number, these boats are a little bit larger, so this number needs to be 58 meters before this wind shadow cannot hit each other. And just to make it a little bit exciting, we will close this one and look at the race. Hillerum doing everything she can to tack in front of Jenna, to throw a lot of dirty air on her, and she's continued doing it to slow down Jenna all the way. And it's actually quite important for Hillerum to do this. Hille, she's a very routine sailor. She's, as I said, 39, mom to 2, and she's sailing in the Danish National Championship League called Side Sports League and in the J17. So she's used to these close battle. There she's sailing in first division, but she's also sailing together on a team called Woman on Water in second division, and she was a national champion in 2020. So she really loves and enjoys to sail, and she's sailing from the Royal Danish Yacht Club, Kodø, in Copenhagen area. Or I have to say, because I'm a Dane, from Hørsholm. So there we go. And she's sailing against Jenna. And let's just go into and see what we can see of Jenna, because Mike O'Donovan said, yeah, we are so lucky to have Jenna on the team. Jenna, she's quite young. She's a little bit younger than Hille. She's only 18 years old. She's a student living in Cornwall, and she's an ex-optimist sailor, windsurfer and subboarder. And she actually won a silver medal in the European Para Youth Games. So she's really doing a great job. And her favorite VR boat is actually the fast boat, the AC-75. But let's see if she can come back in this one, because it's a huge battle those two are getting against each other upwind. But Helle, she's in the lead. And we are just getting confirmation from race number 1. Now the race officers finally got the score in. It's 1-0 for Great Britain. They won race number 1. 93 to 117. So they got fewer points than Team Denmark and are now in the lead with 1-0. But it looks like it's going to be a tight race, because Hillerum from Denmark doing what she also did last time, really battling it in the female match race. And then I have to tell a little bit of story. I know Helle, she's talking with her kids that she's playing computer, and she's playing in a high level, and she's on the national team in Denmark. And her kids may be playing a little bit more Counter-Strike, Fortnite, those type of games, and they don't understand that you could be on the national team in a computer game, but they think it's very cool. And here she's really showing why she's on the national team. So let's go to 2D mode. Let's see what happens. And the magic thing is happening. Jenna can actually capture Hillerum, but Helle knows that because it's just, you can see the white line is just outside of Helle's boat. But Helle is going as far as she can to the right-hand side. She did that in the start just to prevent Jenna to go downwind. See, now Helle hits the wind, 6.9. Jenna, she is 6.7. So right now, Helle, she's just outside of the wind shadow, meaning that right now Jenna cannot slow down Hillerum So Jenna Snigger and Helle, they're sailing the same speed. See how close it is. So a small mistake of Helle when they're going upwind, a slightly miss of the mark when we're coming towards the gate mark will make Jenna Snigger come back in the game and back in the race. But right now, it looks in favor of the Dane. So, while speaking with Mike, the reason why we interviewed Mike O'Donovan while he was on the J-boat was because he this weekend had been out practicing. Actually, not just practicing. He's been sailing a small tournament, a small regatta, but there was no wind. So I just caught him in the middle of the water on that J-boat, and then he showed me around in the boat, and they're waiting for wind. In this game, we are never waiting for wind in eSailing, but sometimes we can wait for internet connection. Oh, interesting call. Let's see. Helle going to the left-hand side at the gate mark. Jenna trying to go to the right-hand side. Has Jenna seen something that Helle hasn't been seeing? Let's see. The wind angles up there. The wind shadow, everything is in the favor. There's 4 meters in between them. So right now, Jenna, she needs to find some wind, and see straight away, she tacks to the left-hand side. The wind shift is coming in her favor. Maybe also the wind speed pressure, but Helle, there's only one focus. Only one focus in this one here. It is that Helle, she needs to throw a lot of dirty air behind her. See that wind shadow of 38 meters, and right now it's hitting Jenna, and that means, see, 60 meters, and we said there's a magic line, 58, and Jenna is actually getting closer to Helle. So Helle, she needs to covering up Jenna Snigger in this case. So right now, it's not over yet. I'm pretty sure, if not Helle, she's covering up Jenna right now, and right good. Then Jenna will be back in the race, and we will have a battle downwind. So it's a very important tack. The next tack they're putting in. Jenna doing a little bit early. And sometimes we see players tacking to make sure that the opponent is also tagging. Because every time you tack, you lose a little bit of momentum. And if you keep tagging on each other, then this way you can actually gain meters on your opponents if they're in the lead, if they continue tack in front of you, continue covering you up. But right now, it looks like Helle is in control. She's outside of the ley line. No, the ley line is moving. It's not in her favor. She needs to do a double tack like Jenna. Jenna, she's a little bit faster than Helle. And right now, she's losing momentum. So interesting what will happen here. But let's see if Jenna can come back in the race. That false start had a huge impact on this race, but it's not over yet. But Helle, she needs to do 2 small tacks. Then she's around the top mark. Jenna, she needs to do a big tack, then sail up to the mark, and then tack again. But can she do it in a way where she will not get that much wind shadow? And can Helle continue doing things? If Helle is doing a mistake up here, then Helle, she will, I have to say, get an 11 seconds penalty. So she just needs to be clear, stay clear, get ready. But she also needs to keep the distance toward Jenna. Because if Jenna is coming too close to her, and actually right now it looks like Jenna can get close enough to her. So let's see. Helle rounding the mark. Very important. She takes it safe. Not getting a penalty. Safe mark rounding. And straight away she goes to the left-hand side. The reason why she does that, it's not because of the wind pressure. Look at the radar up there. The wind pressure is actually in the opposite side. So will Jenna go to the opposite, try to get some wind? Because the wind shadow is not with her. See, there's too far behind, so she cannot capture Helle. So this means that Helle can take it nice and slow, sail towards that finish line that's approaching out there, and then take a victory with this. Unlucky for the Great Britain's Jenna Snigger, in this case, getting that false start. Because I know these two have been practicing a lot, and both of them in a pretty high level. But again, it's all about focus, and there's a huge difference. Helle, 39 years old, she's more calm, she can steer her nerves, and also love the kick of competition. Jenna, 18 years old, she's also been competing in a high level, but it's the first time she's representing her nation in Nations Cup. Where Helle, this is her 4th race in total for the national team in eSailing from Denmark. And that also showing how calm she is racing towards that finish line. And when we are watching Helle here, we can see the Danish boat getting ready to cross in and see the beautiful harbors behind us also. Rounding the mark here, getting ready towards the finish line, getting closer and closer, getting ready to come in there. And there we have the Danish flag, and she is going to cross that finish line in a first position, where Jenna, she's going to lose this race, but she did everything she could to try to come back after a false start. This means one thing. It's 1-1 between Denmark and Great Britain, and this is what we love. This is also what we've foreseen, that this is going to be a very, very tight and close match today. And as Lucas Moore, he said in the interview, if we have a chance to surprise just a little bit, then we know Great Britain will panic maybe. That was race number 2 of tonight. And now we're coming into race number 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. And there are some different rules in between the next couple of races. Yeah, there are some rules that one player in this game is only allowed to play 5 times maximum. So the top players like Déjà Vu, Lucas Moore, those two, they are seen, and also Arthur Farley. Those 3 are actually seen as top players in eSailing. They are only allowed to participate in 5 races, so the captains has been choosing the teams that's going to play tonight. And interesting who they have been choosing to play the next race. It's the Laser 5v5. It's a very important race. It's a very important team race. And now we're also going into what we call eSailing, the virtual sailing world. And that's what we're coming into now. See here, the players are getting ready. There's 9 players now. And now when we're coming into this boat with the Laser, it's a very dynamic boat. It's moving pretty fast in this game. And it looks like it's sailing fast because it's small and the boats are moving so fast around. But here today and in the next race and the next upcoming races, we will see how there's a difference between real sailing and virtual sailing, because now when it's team racing, it's all about using the rules, using the game meter, using the penalties you can inflict on the other boats. And we will see something called wind blocks. We will see something called the downwind attack in an upwind position. And then we will see a lot of intense battles when they're battling each other going downwind. All skippers are in there. Let's get ready to race. Let's get into race number 3 in this eSailing Nations Cup. Denmark versus Great Britain. Race number 3. It's 1-1. This is going to be one of those nights again where we will see a lot of battle. 5 players from Great Britain. Donny Gillis, former eSailing British champion, been part of World Championship. Caven Fyans, part of the winning team last year also. Arthur Farley, the top eSailer, been winning almost everything he has been near this year. Déjà Vu, also been in a lot of finals this season. And then Jenna Sneaker. They're going to play against Anton Sol, Katafat, Helle Ørum, Hurtigst, and Inborg. This means that Arthur Farley and Déjà Vu already been playing 2 races, where Lucas Moore only been playing 1. So interesting how they would do it. Some of the boats are starting in front of the starting line. This is something you can see in the virtual world, getting a penalty, trying to coordinate it to a downwind start where they might get a small favor of it. But this looks like a terrible idea in this case. Penalties coming in. Let's see. The start is on. It's Donny Gillis going to the right-hand side, and nobody managed to cover him up. Jenna Sneaker with a penalty dropping down, made by Hurtigst or Fastest. Then opposite battle, Déjà Vu against Inborg. And Inborg, he's one of the Borg brothers that went to Bermuda and sailed the Golden Cup and got the 3rd place overall. Caven is under attack by Anton Sol, but right now it's Déjà Vu, it's Arthur Farley in the lead, and they are Arthur is playing himself in the middle together with Donny Gillis, and then we have Déjà Vu in the left-hand side. So Arthur Farley and Donny Gillis can control this race pretty good, but Katafat, he's here. He was not part of the team last week of the Danish, or last time we saw them. That's only 4 days ago. There he didn't play against them. But if we're going in to see Catafat, he has been part of eSailing for Denmark quite some time. His name is Christian Mathiasen. He is from Holbeck Side Club, and he has been sailing and racing his whole life, dinghies and different type of boats. Jenna coming in, Catafat here, but it's in the middle. It's Vit Farley and Donny Gillis in control, and then while the other boats are trying to do something, and then Deja Vu and Caven coming in the lead. It looks like a very good start for Team Britain in this case. So let's see if Denmark can come back in it. But it's Fastest in the lead. But will he still be in the lead when he tacks in? Let's see if that's possible, because if he's going in front of the Danes, then in front of the British in this case, then he can slow them down. Catafat is also in a good position here, so both of them need to cross in soon to do something against the British. Anton Sol, the young guy from Præstø, he's a little bit in trouble down here, so let's see if he can come back into this race. But interesting race today, interesting battle. So let's see how it will unfold in total. Maybe this is going to be a great battle, but let's see. I'm not sure the Danes are having a chance here. It looks like the British have really been timing this start pretty well. But let's see. Hurtig's crossing in, and he's actually doing what we hope to do. He's in front of Donny Gillis. He will also be in front of Vit Farley. So while speaking the Danish down, suddenly one of the Danish called Hurtig's fastest. And he's maybe the fastest snail in the woods, but he's really doing a great job here. Going in, taking the lead. Donny Gillis, he's trying to see if he can capture it back. That's why he went to the right-hand side. And then crossing in, and this is a very important battle. Hurtig's in the lead, and Hurtig's, he can slow down the whole British fleet and go in and take it. Donny Gillis coming in, 49 years old, and he has sailed everything with a single hole. I really love the humor of the Scottish. He's part of Scotland, so there we go. Fastest, Donny Gillis. Donny Gillis has to ride away. Oh, penalty to Donny Gillis. He hits Fastest. This is the opportunity the Danes has been waiting for. Penalty for the Scotsman in the Great Britain here. So, Fastest, he's fast, he's sturdy, taking a chance. Also, Caven in trouble. Catafat is getting ready. So it's Fastest coming in, doing everything he can, going in front of maybe one of the world's best sailors, Arthur Farley. Not a penalty. Donny Gillis, oh, Caven loses control of the boat, dropping to last. This is now the Danes are fighting back. The Vikings has a chance to fight back against the well prepared British in this case. Deja Vu going in front, back on Catafat, Farley going in front, and now Catafat, he needs to be worried. He needs to be on the inside of Arthur Farley, and see here how close it's going to be. They're coming to this gate mark. Top mark, and there see Farley going in front of him, and Catafat is losing momentum, slowing up, and that's making the whole British fleet go in front of him. And there, oh, penalty to Donny Gillis. He just managed to come back in it, but two boats sneaks in between, and this is the wind blocks we are talking about. A lot of penalties behind. Jenna with a penalty, but the Danes need to do something. Donny Gillis here. Oh, Inborg losing that battle. So Farley going after Fastest, and now Deja Vu trying to slow down Catafat, and they're trying to see if they can make the Danes bleed a little bit, and they are managing to push the Danes away from them, but the Danes are close enough to get ready to battle them. So Fastest and Farley, they can sail away. Remember, it's all about points. It's all about getting the less points as you can get. And here we have 10 boats, 5 versus 5. So there will be a total score there, and the team with lowest points are going to win. And if you're doing the mathematics, we'll do that when we're going upwind next time. But see here the battles. Inborg ready. Deja Vu ready. Donny Gillis defending his position against Anton Sol. It's match races of match races, and you can see how they're jibing and jibing. This is the battle. Right now, Denmark in the lead with the first boat up there. Then Farley, Caven coming in. Nobody's pressing Caven. That's Catafat. Oh, a battle here. Hilarium losing to Jenna. So Jenna is taking back her battle from the last race in the match race. Attacking Hille. Then Johnny Gillis. Oh, Donny Gillis! Hilarium just managed to defend herself. So the British champion 2019 getting a penalty, dropping down, very routine. So Helle just managed to defend this one. Jenna Snigger, she's ready. Anton Sol is ready. Then Deja Vu coming in. Deja Vu attacking Anton Sol. They know how important. Oh, Deja Vu with a penalty. Anton Sol also survived that one. So right now the Danes are defending, and they're managing to take down the swords from the Great Britain team. So Jenna in 6, Helle in the lead. She will be first up here. So Denmark first, Great Britain second and third, then Denmark fourth and fifth, Jenna at 6. Penalty to Helle, hitting the mark. Penalty to Deja Vu and to Donny Gillis. Deja Vu might go down and went. Terrible penalty hitting that mark. And that could be very costly for them, because right now, Donny Gillis and Deja Vu are, I have to say, they are some of the guys that need to do some match check. But still, they have some good players up here. Arthur Farley, Catafat. And now Catafat, he needs to be prepared, because Arthur Farley is known to do these downwind attacks. That's a downwind attack. What's that? Yeah, they are sailing side by side, and suddenly he turns the boat downwind and attacking the other boat. But we're not doing that in real sailing. No, but this is e-sailing. This is virtual sailing. And here it's all about using the rules. But let's see. Let's do the mathematics. If you're counting the numbers over there, then you have 1 plus 2. That's 3 plus 3. That's 6. That's 10. That's 15. That's 61. And right now, it says 28. It's 36, and then it's 55 points in total. And that means if you have less, and then you can do the mathematics, if you have 27 points in total, then you will win this race. And right now, Denmark in the lead. Hurtigst, 1 point. Catafat and Hilarium, 9 points, 10, 17 points in total. So Denmark is doing a great, great race. So, no, we have a disconnection for Team Denmark. No, while we're doing the mathematics, one of the Danes is out of the race, giving maximum points, 10 points. So, 1 plus 4, that's 5, 10, 16. So now they have 26 points, 27 points. So, the battle, Anton Sol. Oh, he needs to defend it. Catafat needs to defend it. So, let's see what happens. Right now, the Danes is still in the lead. Caven doing a downwind attack. Catafat was ready. The Danes can still win this one only with 4 boats. This is very, very exciting. Normally, when we have a disconnection, Arthur with a downwind attack, and there, Catafat, he was caught, but it's only 11 seconds. Arthur placing himself above Catafat, and that's quite a trick he's doing there. So another penalty to Catafat, 2 in a row. Arthur Farley, no, it didn't come in as a double penalty, luckily. So they're getting ready. So right now, Denmark is losing momentum, but they need to defend it. They need to be ready. It was such a close race, and then unlucky Denmark lost the connection in one of their boats, but they can still win it. And that's the good thing about team race. Hurtigst, he needs to win the race. He needs to do something. Or will he wait for his teammates? It looks like the team captain, Lucas Moore, is saying to him, wait for it, slow down the enemy fleet, slow down the British. Oh, penalty against Catafat, Arthur Farley having fun. Now he's back in where he wants to be. Then Hilarium coming in. Anton Sol coming in. Right now, Denmark 9, 14, 21. That's 31 points. So Team Britain just needs to see Catafat trying to do a wind block. He managed to penalize Caven, but he needs to go for the victory. He needs to go for the battle. But he didn't manage to slow down the rest of the fleet. So now it's all about can Hilarium. Donny Gillis trying to do something. Catafat needs to go on the inside of Donny. Right now, 3 boats from Great Britain sneaking away. Such an unlucky development from Team Denmark. So close to the finish line, so close to taking a surprising victory in this race. And then a disconnecting, hitting it all, but it's not over yet. Fastest against Caven. Caven and Fastest battling. While they're doing that, 2 other boats going for the finish line. Horde is losing to Caven Fires, but Caven, he's a very, very routine sailor here, and that's putting Team Britain right now in 1st, 2nd and 3rd, and now it looks pretty hard for Team Denmark to come back in this race, because that's 6 points, and if you get 1st, 2nd and 3rd in a 5v5, then you will win the regatta. So let's see what happens here, but still there can come a disconnection for Team Great Britain up in the lead. Let's hope it's not happening. Catafat under attack by Donny Gillis, and penalty to Deja Vu against Helle. And let's see here, Fastest, he's trying to do something, but they're splitting up, so who to choose, He's going after Jenna. She's just outside of his wind shadow, so he had to choose Caven, and now he's sailing for it, 9.9, Caven 9.6, he's slower. Fastest is speeding up, but it's not Fastest, so right now, Great Britain first with Arthur Farley, Jenna Sneaker in 2nd, Caven Fires in 3rd, then Fastest coming in, and there Donny Gillis, Deja Vu having fun with rest of the Danish fleet, Anton Sol coming in, and Catafat winning in front of Donny Gillis, Deja Vu getting a penalty by Helle. And let's just have the confirmation, 1st, 2nd and 3rd, that's 6 points. For Great Britain, then we have Denmark in 4th, 5th and 6th, Donny Gillis in 7th, and then Enborg, unlucky for him, he lost connection. And let's just go in and see how big an impact it had. Enborg was in 5th when he lost connection upwind. So that was where the turning point in this race was. Unlucky for Team Denmark, losing a boat in the battle, giving 2 points for Team Great Britain against Denmark. So, it was not for fun, we said. Tonight is going to be a close round. Right now, the British team looks like they have the luck with them at the moment. And unlucky for Denmark getting this disconnection. But remember, it can also happen the other way. Next race coming up is a 3 versus 3, the EF50. And also one thing you need to look at, Lucas Moore has not been playing more than 1 race. So are we going to see him in the next race? Let's go in, let's just see how it's preparing in game. There we have the EF50 with the Danish Viking Holger Danske. He's the defender of Denmark. Let's see if he can defend something for Denmark. Then we have the British eSail team also here. And today it's Arthur Farley winning the eSail Grand Final this season. Together with, no, he's out of the race again. So interesting if he's coming back in the race. He's in there. And it looks like he has connection issues, and that could be a pretty hard issue for Great Britain. Caven Fires Sideshow coming in. Let's go in game. Let's get ready to see race number 4. And while we're waiting for Arthur Farley to join in, then let's have a small presentation. Sideshow, Mark Campbell James. He's 40 years old, he's from Guildford. He's a 5-time UK national match race champion and now sailing a RS 200 with his daughter. eSailing, he won the 2012 Virtual Volvo Ocean race, and he's still learning to play this game. So this guy has been playing virtual sailing for quite some times. Then we have Caven Fires. 37 years old. He's from Northern Ireland, and he has been racing the Ilka 7 for quite some time. Occasionally, he's also doing some big boats racing. His favorite boat in this game is the EF50, so he's getting ready. There we have Arthur Farley in the race. Let's start the race. Let's have this regatta on, and let's hope he doesn't have internet issues when we're coming in. Great Britain is meeting Lucas Moore from Denmark, APC. And I have to say, last week I called APC Brian. His name is actually Anders Peter Christiansen. Not almost like the historical Hans Christian Andersen. So it's the same Peter Christiansen in this case. And he's together with Enevoldsen. Enevoldsen, he's 29 years old. He's from Esbjerg and sailing in a Lubeck side club, or sailing club as it's called in English. He has been doing some eSailing and also some sailing skills. He's doing windsurfing when he's coming in, so a lot of battles there. Pre-battles coming up, it's all about penalties, and if you're new to this one, I can see we have a lot of new viewers tonight, then this is the EF50, this is the Sail DP Pole. There's boundaries around this race course. If you're crossing that boundary, you will get a penalty. Then we have a reaching start, meaning that we start with the wind coming from the side. And if you cross the finish line before time, then you will get an incredible big penalty. You will slow down until you are the last boat in the race. So it's all about timing. See, the Danes coming in, the Danes on the inside. Right now, 2 Danes in the favor side. Enevoldsen, good start. No. Yeah, it looks like Lucas had a false start. He didn't have. APC Anders Peter Christensen coming in the front, but he needs to take care of Arthur Farley. Arthur Farley knows how to penalize this one. Penalizes APC. Lucas Moore penalizing Sideshow. So 1-1 on penalty, but it's 1 Dane in the lead, 2 British after him, and Lucas Moore and APC coming in. So now Lucas needs to come up and do something against the 2 other British. So there we go. It's not going to the far side here and the gate mark. All of the boats, no split, but then we have a small split. Enevoldsen going to the left, Lucas following him, APC following, Arthur going to the right, together with Sideshow. And when you're sailing this EF50, you need to watch one thing. There's one thing you need to have an eye of. It's wind speed, wind speed, wind speed. The wind pressure, you need to be in the dark area and sail upwind. And then take care of one thing, don't do attack. Let's just follow APC when he tacks, and then you can see what's happening. He's ready to tack. Oh, first of all, Caven under pressure by Lucas. And then Arthur Farley trying to penalizing Enevoldsen on the right side. Oh, what happened there? How did Enevoldsen get that penalty by Arthur Farley? I couldn't see that. And a penalty to APC, maybe crossing the boundary. It looks like that. So 2 penalties for the Danes, but it's still Enevoldsen in the lead here. Lucas Moore coming in. Caven getting ready to attack Lucas. Lucas going in front of Caven. Bears away, tacks away, and then Enevoldsen, he's in trouble now. There, it tacks up, and every time you tack, you lose momentum, 11 to 17 knots. And this time, he does it opposite. Farley with a penalty. Interesting how these penalties are working today. But so this time, and Enevoldsen, another penalty to Caven. Enevoldsen is like a superhero shield at the moment. Everybody that touches him gets a penalty. So 2 penalties to the British. Enevoldsen in the lead, and he can slow down now. He doesn't do the wind block. Interesting call. Penalty to APC, penalty to Caven. Lucas coming around. It's a very important turn for Lucas. APC is a little bit lost. He's going opposite. That's the long way around. So let's see what's doing. Lucas winning another battle against Caven. Caven behind him. So right now, remember, it's all about minimum points. 10 points Denmark, 11 points Great Britain. Right now, Denmark is in the lead, but everything can happen in this EF50. It's switching all around. It's switching all the time. But right now, Enevoldsen well defended. 3 attacks, losing 1, defending 2. And that's his fault. He's still in the lead. Great fight. Lucas winning that mark rounding against Caven. And that's putting him in 3rd. So right now, Enevoldsen just needs to win. Lucas just needs to keep 3rd. Then Denmark is winning this regatta. But right now, see, with Farley, he knows it's all about Lucas. 3 boats trying to cover up Lucas Moore. Quite interesting how it's going in here. So Farley, Lucas, Farley trying to coming up. Caven going on the inside. Right now we've been seeing the boats on the inside somehow. Is penalizing the boats on the outside. So Lucas needs to take care of that. But still, right now, it's 11 points for Denmark. Enevoldsen went into lighter wind, losing momentum. It looks like Farley is putting himself in the lead. Enevoldsen in trouble, might get penalized by Lucas. He's crossing up. Oh, too early. on Caven, but Caven also knows, we have seen these penalties today, that the boat on the inside is penalizing the boat on the outside. So it's all about the tag. Let's see, Enevoldsen, he needs to tag now. Oh, he's so close to the boundary. So they need to focus on Caven right now. APC needs to come back in the race. Lucas ready. They don't care about Farley. They care about Sideshow and Caven. And Farley, he knows that. So he's not speeding away as we normally see him. He's in control of this boat, but he can't help his teammates. APC and Farley knows that. See, going after Lucas. Trying to see if they can capture Lucas in the burger. Enevoldsen, Lucas knows that. So Enevoldsen going after Sideshow. Then Enevoldsen come up. Farley doing a wind block. This is quite a moment. Lucas tags away. Enevoldsen going around. This might succeed for Great Britain, but Lucas has the right away, can attack Caven. So if Lucas winning this battle, Farley against Lucas, Lucas against Caven. So Farley pressured Lucas away from Caven. So right now, it's 8 points for Great Britain. So who will win this one? Who will take it? Enevoldsen with speed, getting ready to take Sideshow. Sideshow with a penalty. There, and the mark rounding is clean. It's Lucas, it's Farley. Can Farley get a penalty? Farley! Lucas Moore speeding up. Enevoldsen speeding up. It's 11 seconds. Denmark going in front. It's 5. It's 10 points. APC coming in. Denmark wins on the finish line. What an incredible finish in this EF50 all the way to the finish line. What a move by Lucas Moore. 2-2 in this battle. See, that's different. Confirmation, Caven first, Lucas second, Enevoldsen third, Anders Peter Christensen in fourth, Sideshow and Farley in fifth and sixth. Great show. Great battle of all of them.
My name is Trudy Ann Branker, and I am the Master Blender for Montgay Rum. Montgay is unique because of where we are. We have been producing here on the same location for over 300 years. Montgay is unique because Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Montgay and rum is part of Barbadian culture. You're passionate about it from the start.
What a night. And again this night we're going to have the assistants coming with water and oxygen to the host, because this is incredible. We are getting ready for race number 5. It's 2-2 between Denmark and Great Britain. It was also 2-2 between Denmark and Germany. So interesting what we're coming in. We're now coming into 5v5. It's the certified players, and we can see the players already. I can't see who the last player for Great Britain is. I'll just get the confirmation, but it's Caven Fyans, it's Lucas Moore, it's Inborg. And one thing is for sure, when it's 2 versus 2, then we can have a tie. I will talk more about that when we're in the game. Let's get ready to rumble race number 5 coming up. It's race number 5. It's the eSailing Nations Cup. It's the quarterfinal final. It's not the knockout rounds. It's the quarterfinal finals, and it's Great Britain versus Denmark. 2 versus 2. And right now the boats are battling it out here away from the starting line. It's all about psychological war. Lucas was caught, but I can say one thing is for sure. If you're getting a tie in this race, then the losers will be those who is winning and losing the game, because there are 10 points, and it could be 5-5, so the winning team is the losing team. And I'm pretty sure we are going to have a blast of a battle here. But the start is very important. Right now, Lucas, he's battling for the position closest to the committee boat. And there, who won it? Was it Caven? Interesting who Caven has with this team. I will get the race officers to tell me in a few seconds. There we go. And right now, it's Arthur Farley that is close there. So it's Arthur Farley, Caven Fires, Lucas Moore, and Inborg. Caven putting himself in a good position to cover Inborg. Arthur putting himself in a good position to cover Lucas Moore. But this race in the J-boat with a wind shadow of 30 meters, we normally say this race is won and lost downwind. Upwind, we don't normally see teams doing a big difference, only in the start. But these players, this game is going to surprise us a lot. 4 boats on one line. Great Britain, Denmark, Great Britain, Denmark, sailing towards the first top mark. And we're just waiting for the first player to take the first move. They're sailing nice and slow upwind, and let's see how it's going. One thing is for sure, here it's both a mix of team race, working together, but also individual skill. Who will win it? Who will take it? Caven quite early tagging up to the right hand side means that the Danes are focusing on Arthur Farley, and this there Inborg is getting told to go up. Farley going up, Lucas going upwind. It is very close. It's a very tight race. Right now it looks like Denmark in first and second, but they are sailing side by side. We will see a battle in between Arthur Farley and Lucas Moore, and then we'll see a battle in between Caven and Inborg. But again, if the Danes are doing the right tactics, then don't care about Caven. Let him sail his own race. Let him win. Then we will beat Arthur Farley. Or they can do it opposite. Remember, it's all about making sure that one team is winning and losing, or one team, or get your team to get second and third. So there is some battles, there are some tactics. So it's not always good just to be the winner. I'm pretty sure that a small battle or a huge battle is coming up. Let's see. Great Britain versus Denmark. Arthur Farley, part of the World Championship this year, winner of the eSail DP, against Lucas Moore. There's a huge difference in attitude and how to play this one. Inborg in third against Caven Fians, and Nikolai Borg, he's getting ready to covering in. Nikolai is choosing coming, no, he's not choosing coming from starboard. All of them will entering the mark from port side. And right now, if that's the case, Lucas Moore has the right away on the inside. But let's see what Arthur is doing. Arthur, he's actually following Lucas, and now he's doing a big turn. Lucas, he's coming in front of him. Oh, it's such a close, tight race in between them. But Inborg in control of Caven, but Caven is still close enough to attack Inborg when they're going downwind. So interesting if Arthur Farley slows down and keep his eye on Inborg and trying to penalize him. See, slowing down. He's actually waiting for Inborg. Just as said, Lucas is speeding away, but Inborg is on the inside. There, no. Penalty to Inborg in this case, because Arthur Farley already turned his boat downwind. So Lucas, he cannot just speed away, only if Inborg is winning this battle. And there, another penalty. Arthur is placing himself above Inborg, using all the rules, all the skills he has to continue putting Inborg under pressure. Another penalty to Inborg again. So 3 penalties in one row in that battle against Arthur Farley. Just showing, hey, I know my game. Do you know your game? So right now, Denmark in the lead, Denmark in the last position, meaning that Great Britain are leading this race. But don't worry, I know Lucas Moore is ready to defend his teammate, and right now he's just waiting for Inborg to take that battle against Arthur Farley. And it's also quite extraordinary to see Great Britain here, because Caven, he's just got told by Arthur, I'm in control here, sail away, sail in the middle. If I'm losing, then come back. But if Arthur, he just do a slightly mistake, then Inborg can sail away and actually secure the victory for Denmark. So is this a little bit cocky by the young Arthur Farley, just because he's part of the World Championship and won the eSail DP? Or is he just the top player? Let's see the battle here. close touch of Inborg. So a little bit in control still, just showing I'm still in control. Inborg not out of the race yet. 11 seconds slowdown is done now. And now he can go back and attack. But Lucas Moore, he knows this. So he's just slowing down and waiting for all of them covering Caven. And actually, see, there was a downwind attack from Lucas. Inborg coming in. So nobody won or lost in this downwind race. But one thing is for sure, Arthur Farley showing I'm better and stronger than Inborg. And Lucas Moore and Inborg has talked about that. So Lucas Moore is taking over that battle. And right now, the Danes are switching positions, letting Caven take the lead. And now they are 2 persons against 1. So Arthur Farley, he will be in trouble. Lucas Moore got tired of him. Same thing with Inborg. So they're only focusing on Arthur Farley to penalize him. And right now, he's all alone. And interesting how they're communicating. If Farley is saying to Caven, sail away. No, Caven coming to the rescue. So right now, it's a psychological battle upwind. It's all about teamwork. It's all about working together. See how they're attacking. It's like a dance on the water here today. Caven in the lead. Arthur Farley in second. Lucas getting ready to attack Arthur. And he can attack Arthur. Arthur in trouble. He needs to tack away. And then we can see Inborg and Caven battling it out. So, with so few meters in between the boats, meaning that the next downwind leg is going to decide this race. Lucas dancing with Arthur. Arthur winning the dance, penalizing Lucas, but it doesn't matter anything. He's not going to win that much momentum because Inborg is now sitting to the right-hand side. And he's at delay line, so he can go in front and stop both of them. So while Lucas had been entertaining the British and also us, together with Farley with a dance, Inborg sneaks in to get ready to attack Caven or go in front of Arthur Farley, and then they can get ready to attack that. Let's see. Caven just managed to be in front of Inborg, but Inborg is just tacking upwind again. Let Caven follow me because they are interested in Arthur Farley at the moment. Interesting dance, interesting battle. Lucas a little bit early tack, trying to say to Arthur Farley, I'm going a little bit downwind, and they're still dancing. The boats are still dancing with each other. This is going to be a very, very tight and close downwind leg. There we have it. Caven in the lead. It doesn't matter anything. Let Caven win, the Danes will say. Inborg, Lucas Moore getting ready to capture Farley. Interesting if Inborg is doing a wind block. Let's see. No wind blocks. They take it nice and slow. They're not just letting Caven go away. That could also be a tactic. But now Caven is slowing down. He's afraid of getting too far away for Arthur. So Arthur, he knows, I cannot win this alone. Even if he is in that high level. The Danes are prepared for this. Arthur rounding the mark. Lucas Moore getting ready, rounding it. Clear race for all of them. They're all going to the left-hand side. Interesting call. Right now it's Great Britain in the lead, but it's Lucas Moore against Arthur Farley. And if I know Lucas Moore quite well, he will first do the attack in the last 1/3 of the race, but he will keep Arthur close. Arthur is getting ready to attack Inborg, but there we go. Inborg, he continues to the left because they are focusing on Arthur Farley. They don't care about Caven. Let Caven sail away, because if they win and get 4th, Denmark is still winning. So Caven comes back, getting ready to battling with Inborg. Arthur, he's in trouble. Lucas Moore approaching. This time it's not a tack dance, it's a jibe dance. So let's see. Arthur Farley, Lucas Moore, Inborg, Caven Foyans. Who will win it? Great Britain versus Denmark. It's 2-2. It's the eSailing Nations Cup 2021. It's the battle for the first semi-final spot. We are in race number 5, 2 versus 2. And right now, Britain in the lead, but Britain under pressure. There, Arthur almost caught by the 2 Danes. They are getting ready to capture him. We are in the last 1/3. A penalty to Farley. This might change everything, but maybe the penalty come too early. So penalty to Inborg. So Lucas, he needs to defend it now. Let's see. Inborg out of the penalty. No, Farley comes with speed. So they need to slow down. Penalty, Farley. So Farley, Lucas, penalty, Lucas. It's on the finish line. This is going to be so crazy. So who will win? It's 2 on the same page. Farley 3rd, Lucas losing it. So it's a victory for Great Britain. No, Borg. Oh, Lucas Moore getting fourth. So victory for Great Britain. Denmark first and fourth. 5 points and 5 points to Great Britain. This is a victory point for Great Britain in this, I have to say, the eSailing dance of the night. Great race by both teams. Great race. If this is the level we are going to see all night, all the rest of the night, then I can say to you, don't go to sleep. This is the best racing in the world of sailing you can see a Sunday night. This is amazing to see Great Britain versus Denmark. Right now, Great Britain is in the lead 3-2. And now we're going into race number 6. Race number 6 is a match race. And interesting who Denmark has been choosing and who Great Britain has been choosing. Great Britain has a little bit more players to choose among to doing a high quality match race. So interesting who they have been choosing, if they chose Will Hemsley, Donny Gillis or Mike O'Donovan. I'm pretty sure they will not choose Arthur Farley because they have now been using him, as I remember, 4 times and he's only allowed to be there 5 times. So let's get ready. Let's see who the players are. It's going to be Defix Thomas Lubeck from Sønderborg, Denmark, against Déjà Vu. It's race number 6. It's 3-2 to Great Britain. Let's go in and have some action. And this is quite an interesting battle. Last week we had the Defix winning on the finish line. His match race here. So can he do it again? It's Thomas Lubeck. He's from Sønderborg and he has been sailed everything, has sailed different dinghies and keelboat, and now mostly the Europe dinghy, FAR 727, J-boats and X362 Sport. So he loves it, and he's also a e-sailing coach around Denmark. He's one of the guys developing this game, developing this sport in Denmark. And right now he's getting a penalty, a little bit aggressive on Déjà Vu. He's fighting against Déjà Vu, Mike O'Donovan. Mike O'Donovan, he's also quite a player. He has been playing this game for quite some time. He's 20 years old. He's from Aberdeen, but living in Southampton. Right now he's sailing J-boats. Oh, it's a close battle. Committee boat coming up. Thomas Lubeck caught by Déjà Vu. Déjà Vu doing a great cover there, making sure the Defix could get a penalty straight away. Defix goes to the right-hand side. So it's the best start for the British, but this is not over. As we said before in the first match race, it is the starboat. The wind shadow is 38 meters wide, big, so you need to be far ahead not to be caught. And I'm pretty sure here we will see a huge downwind action. The boats are following each other quite upwind pretty well. So, Déjà Vu, he was the winner of the eSail GP last year. He loved the EF50, but he's also been playing this game quite along, and he actually thinks that the starboat maybe is his favorite boat. So let's see if that's the case today. Defix crossing to the opposite side, or maybe a little bit early, going into another wind zone. It's a lighter wind, so Déjà Vu's getting more wind than Defix. And right now, both of them sailing upwind. See, he lost a little bit of momentum. He lost around 16 knots. And now he's putting Déjà Vu in a case where he can do a tack. And let's see that tack. He will go in front of Thomas Lubeck. No, straight away, Lubeck is crossing in. Interesting call, interesting call. Let's close this one down over here, because this is going to be very tight with the mathematics when they're coming to the top mark. It's all about making sure for Thomas Lubeck from Denmark not fall too far behind of Déjà Vu, still be in distance where he can attack Déjà Vu, Mike O'Donovan, when he's getting ready. Thomas is also a carpenter in his real life, where Déjà Vu, Mike O'Donovan, he's studying at the University of Aberdeen, of Southampton. So let's see how it will go. They are still following each other quite some distance, same speed. Say Déjà Vu with a different angle, 35, Defix 33. So it looks like right now Defix is winning a little bit momentum, but it's not much. But let's see. Coming to the top mark, it's quietness before storm, and we really need to see the difference here. Defix continues on the 28 meters, so this is going to be a very close mark rounding. So no penalties at the mark rounding, no personal mistakes up there. Then we will have a huge battle. It's a downwind leg. It's the wind shadow we're waiting for, and right now it looks like Déjà Vu is going to defend his position first against Defix. So Déjà Vu, Defix, Thomas Lubeck, Mike O'Donovan, who will win this race. It's the first downwind leg of 2, so now we will see who is most prepared to battling it out. And it's 3-2 to Great Britain, and the winner of this one, if Great Britain is winning this one, then they will get 3 match points, but if Denmark is winning it, this is going to be a very close race. Here, Defix rounding the mark, nice and slow, don't do a mistake and everything, take it easy, because see, they are very close to each other, much closer than we saw Jenna and Helle Ørum. So now we're going to see what we see, the downwind action. The wind shadow is coming in, let's see here, Déjà Vu is here, we're waiting for Defix rounding the mark, Defix, he needs to round it now, nice and clear, and there, Déjà Vu caught in wind shadow. So right now we will see Defix and Déjà Vu battling it out. See, 6.3 straight away, 0.2 indifferent. Déjà Vu is caught in wind shadow. So what he will do now is he will try to go as far up to the right hand side where there's a wind pressure, but also to make sure it's not caught too much in wind shadow, making sure that Defix is not winning too much on him. But he will approach nice and slow, and when Defix is coming closer to him, then suddenly the speed difference will be huge. 6.3, 6.1, 6.3, 6.2, Déjà Vu still defending it, but soon he will go downwind, and then he will go into the middle of Defix's wind shadow, and then he will be caught in the net. And here we see it, 6.5, 5.9, so 0.6 speed difference, and it's speeding up, it's getting faster and faster. Defix approaching Déjà Vu. So Denmark approaching Great Britain. This is the first battle in this boat. And this will also show who is prepared to defend, who is prepared to win it. So there we go. Defix getting ready. Déjà Vu coming in. Side by side. Déjà Vu, he knows how to defend this one. We just saw it. He's so good of match racing and team racing. But Thomas Lubeck has also been practicing a lot. There we go. Lubeck still have to ride away. Déjà Vu trying to drive away. Defix on the inside. There we go in. It's a touch. Oh, Defix touch in the wrong time. So a point to Déjà Vu in the first battle. But see, 11 seconds slowdown in this boat in the downwind action is not much. See, Defix still only 14 meters behind. So another attack can come in. It's like the wind just disappeared. See, they are sailing slower than they sailed upwind. So the wind is gone. And this means Defix can actually manage to do another attack when they're coming to the gate mark rounding. It's 3-2 to Great Britain. At this point, it's very important for both teams. If Great Britain is winning this one, then Great Britain will have 3 match points. If Denmark is taking this one, then Great Britain will have issues. Now, rule of the inside turn. Déjà Vu has to ride away. Defix knows that. That's why they're taking these huge turns. But see, great performance. Oh, Defix a little bit too close to Déjà Vu. But it doesn't matter. It's the upwind. But he has to take care of not losing too much momentum like what he's just doing there. When you do attack, when you are in a penalty, that's the wrong time to do it. See, now we are in the same condition as we had in the last upwind leg. But one thing for sure, if you just keep this distance, then we will have a huge battle downwind, because that battle downwind next time will be 1/3 longer, and that means one thing. It actually means that we will see up to 3 to 4 penalties in that battle downwind. It's Denmark versus Great Britain, and right now Great Britain is doing a fantastic job defending their championship, but Denmark are biting them in the heel. Surprisingly, 3-2 to Great Britain after race number 5. And right now we have a match race. And Defix, Thomas Lubeck from Sønderborg, Denmark, is getting ready to attack Déjà Vu. Mike O'Donovan sitting in Southampton, but he is from Aberdeen. And this battle is very important. Déjà Vu winning huge momentum on that tack there. So Defix, he needs to take care of not getting too far behind. It's going to be a very close race. It's a very, very tight race, this one. It's Denmark versus Great Britain. We will close this measurement here just to make it more exciting. We know 58 meters in between the boats is what's going to decide it. And right now we see a huge chance of both of them. It looks like Mike O'Donovan is maybe doing it better than Defix. Defix going after the right hand side, and now he has the wind against him. Déjà vu Defix. This might be costly for Defix, but he's a little bit faster. He's 0.3, 0.4 knots faster than Déjà vu, but Déjà vu is approaching that top mark. Was that the mistake Defix was not allowed to do? Should he just have followed Déjà vu in this case? We are getting ready for the second mark rounding, and this time it looks like Déjà vu is too far away from Defix. But we will see when they are approaching it. Defix on the route. Déjà vu getting ready, rounding there, throwing dirty air on Defix. And now the mark rounding coming in. Was that the mistake Thomas Lubeck was not allowed to do? Let's see. Déjà vu. Defix, it's side by side. It's not side by side. Defix is behind, coming to the mark now. And now it's very important. It's all about that mark rounding. It's all about that move. Déjà vu rounding the mark, well cleared. Then it's Defix's turn. Let's go to 2D mode. Let's zoom out. This is very important. The wind shadow needs to touch Déjà vu, or else Thomas Lubeck lost it. And there we see it, confirmation. It looks like Denmark lost it in that upwind leg, taking the decision going away from Déjà vu. And that means that Great Britain looks like sailing to a victory. We are not going to see the same dance, the same giant dance downwind. It's Mike O'Donovan from Aberdeen and the University of Southampton. It looks like he's in the lead and going to win against Defix, and the wind disappears. See, Defix 4.6, Déjà vu 5.5, so the wind is against Defix. Déjà vu is in a harder wind breeze, so it couldn't be worse for the Dane. Losing momentum 4.1, Déjà vu 6.3, so the rich is getting richer here. He is in the wind, where Defix losing it 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, 7.0, still 0.2. He's speeding up. There's a small slightly difference. Is that good enough to capture Déjà vu in the end? Let's see. They are racing in the middle. They are now in the same position. So it looks like that Great Britain is going to win this one. Déjà vu, he will take it. So Mike O'Donovan taking it in, really doing everything he can to put an extra point on the account for Great Britain. Unlucky for Defix, Thomas Lubeck reading the wind intelligence wrong in the upwind leg instead of sticking at Mike O'Donovan. But that's how it is. It's all about tactics. It's all about taking chances. So let's see how it's going. And there we go. Mike O'Donovan crossing the finish line, putting Great Britain on 4 points against Denmark 2 points, putting Denmark with the back against the wall. And there we have Thomas Lubeck from Sønderborg, Denmark, crossing the finish line here in race number 6. Still a lot of races to go. Great Britain in front with 4-2, so they have 3 match points in this eSailing Nations Cup quarterfinal final. They were the favorites before going into it, but it looks like the Danes are fighting back. And now we are going into the next race, 3 versus 3. We are going back to the J-boat, and we had a lot of action last time where Denmark won that point. So how will it go into next one? We are going to see some new players in action. Let's just see it here. We have Will Hemsley from Great Britain. Will, he's from Reading. He's 37 years old, and he has a nickname in the community. And I'm sorry, Will, but we actually call you Jason Stratford because of all the fantastic videos you're doing for us when we are doing a lot of things. He's sailing the Ilka 7, and he's coming together with Ali Island Speedy _1, British champion 2020, and he hasn't been playing for quite some time, so this is a comeback. He's been traveling around the world, enjoying SailGP events, both in Spain and France. So all about if he is still on vacation in his mindset or he's ready to play. Then we can see on Denmark we have quite routine setup. Ben Barnacles, Sten Iversen is getting ready, and then we have Denmark 1602 and Inborg. So interesting call that Lucas Moore is not part of this race. So will Denmark prevail? Will they survive? Or will they be Great Britain winning this eSailing Nations Cup? Let's get ready to rumble. It is race number 7, Denmark versus Great Britain. It's the J70, it's 3 versus 3. And then you can do the mathematics. We have been having a 3 versus 3 before. So the team with 10 points are the team that is winning. So if you're getting 10 points or less, then you're winning this regatta. Let's see how the players are doing. A small penalty to Speedy, a little bit aggressive on the Danes. And see the Danes, they are getting ready to fight for the spot at the committee boat at the moment. It's all about being on the outside. It's all about controlling this regatta, be able to tack in front of the others. So there we have another battle. Denmark 1602 with a penalty. I can't remember who Denmark 62 is, but they are ready to fight it. They're ready to do it all they can here. So let's get ready. 10 seconds to the start. Oh, we have it here. This is David Skovsen. He's from a city called Svendborg. But let's take more about that. 3 seconds. Denmark with the back against the wall. It's a clean start for Denmark and Great Britain. A little bit slow start for Will, but remember it's team racing. Deja Vu caught by 2 Danes, and Ben Barnacles following Will to covering him. Inborg covering Deja Vu. Deja Vu covering Denmark 1602. Speedy, he has to wait to everybody to tag up before he can do anything. So Speedy is placing himself in a relaxed position where he just needs to take care to follow the rest of them. Let's go back to Denmark 1602. It's David Skovsen. He's 18 years old. He's from Svendborg and from a small island called Turø, where he's sailing on the local sailing club, and there Inborg penalizing Deja Vu. So first small battle coming in. Speedy needs to tack away. So great move by Denmark. And Inborg, see, he's all by himself up there. Ben Barnacles all by himself up there. Maybe that is the Danish chance. He's sneaking away, taking the lead. So interesting if that's a good tactic. We will see soon. But right now it looks good for the Danes. David, he's just been sailing on one of the school ships in Denmark. I know that. I'm following a lot of the sailors around it, where he's just been having, I think it's a half a year, where he's been sailing on that ship. So great move by him. And he loves sailing. Yeah, he's been sailing Virtual Regatta Inshore since 2019, and he's now sailing the J17 2 times a week in the Danish Sejlsportsligaen also. So great young man. He's together with Inborg and Ben Barnacles. And let's continue on the Danes. If you haven't met Sten Iversen. Sten Iversen, he is one of the more routine players, let's say that, for Team Denmark. He's 60 years old. Yeah, you heard right. 60 years old. He's from Copenhagen, sailing in KAS, Corinthian Yacht Club. And he has been sailing since his childhood. So it's a very routine leader they have, Denmark. Right now, it's David Skovsen, it's Sten Iversen in the lead. Inborg also putting himself in a good position. It looks like Denmark is controlling this race. But remember, it's a team race. It's downwind action. It's not personal score, but it's 3 Danes in the lead. A very good start for the Danes. Are the British a little bit nervous? Are they letting Denmark back in this regatta? It's 4-2 to Great Britain. It's Denmark versus Great Britain. We are in race number 7. It's a match point for Great Britain, but right now it looks like the Danes are defending this against each other. Great race by both teams, but great defense right now by the Danes. And let's look a little bit more into rest of the British team. Speedy _1 while they're sailing nice and slow upwind. It's Ali Island. He's from Glasgow. He's 24 years old. He was in 2020 the British eSailing national champion, and his favorite boat is actually this J boat. And let's see, the Danes quite in control, and I think we will see something today that we normally don't see. We are going to see a wind block of the Danes. If you're getting first and second in this race, then it doesn't matter what the rest of your team is doing. So a mark trap, a wind block, and it's Enborg going to do it. So David Skolsen just needs to sail away. Enborg needs to do a lot of trouble. See, he's doing it! Wind block coming in! Speedy in trouble! Déjà vu penalty, friendly fire! Enborg eliminates the British team! The Danes are sailing away! They are defending a mark trap coming in! Great race by Denmark! Is this good enough? Are the two Danes in the lead or far, far away? They just need to stick to the wind, make sure not winning it, speeding, getting around Enborg, but Will is captured by Enborg. So right now, if Enborg just continues being fourth and making a lot of trouble, slowing down Speedy capturing David Skolsen. So Ali Island is the one that can do the difference, but Denmark, perfectly marked trap by Enborg. Great race by him. So right now we're seeing, and then we see while they're battling, Déjà vu going to the right-hand side, 12.3. The Danes slowing down. No, they're throwing wind shadow on each other. What are they doing? Why are David Skolsen calling wind shadow on Ben Barnacles? Déjà vu speeding up. He's speeding so much that he's capturing the two Danes here. He's reading the wind and the radar quite well. Is this the way back for the British? Let's see. Déjà vu speeding in. He's taking a lot of meters of the leading pack. Right now, Enborg needs to slow him down, but he's in trouble with Will coming after him. The Dane's still in, but Déjà vu can now capture David. So David, he's in trouble. Oh, he's just outside of the wind shadow. There, Enborg with a penalty. He's almost out of the race. So Denmark needs to sail for it. This is a speed up. This is, I have to say, this is a class in doing the perfect upwind now. Because if Ben Barnacles, he's secured, but it's all up to David Skolsen. Can he do a perfect upwind? And he is having Déjà vu, Mike O'Donovan after him. And he's splitting up. So, what is happening? What is going on? A split with Barnacles. Borg coming in, he's still in the race. If he gets fifth, it doesn't matter that David Skolsen goes to third. So there are two opportunities from Denmark, but Great Britain has a chase. They want to capture Denmark 16-0 to David Skolsen. And if they're capturing him, then we have a huge open battle. But he still has 40 meters to Mike O'Donovan. He needs to do a perfect upwind leg. So I know the team captain, Lucas Moore, is cheering him. He is spectating and can coach him. David Skolsen, he can do it together with Ben Barnacles. The very routine Sten Iversen in the lead. Then David Skolsen coming in. They just need to prevent being caught by Déjà vu. Right now we can see Speedy coming in. Is Speedy going closer to Ben Barnacles? It's a very important upwind leg. And then downwind, they are not allowed to do the same mistake as in the last race, where they got to choose the wrong wind pressure. So, can Ali Island do something? Can Will Hemsley do anything? Can Déjà vu do anything? It's Denmark in the lead. They have the back against the wall, but it looks like they are going to defend it. But Déjà vu closing up. Remember, the wind shadow is 30 meters big. Right now, David Skolsen losing a lot of momentum. So it's a very tight race. It's all about centimeters, all about pixels. Enborg, he needs to do some trouble down there. He can secure the victory of getting fifth. So that battle between Will Hemsley and him is still a very important battle. Because if David Skolsen from Turø, Svendborg, is getting caught, then he will be in trouble. Déjà vu, Southampton, Will Hemsley also coming in here. It's such a close time. So it's Enborg versus Will Hemsley, and they are already starting fighting. Enborg, he knows how important this is, and this is also very important here. Let's see, David Skolsen coming up. Deja Vu closing in. It's the J-boat match. Deja Vu tagging up. So David Skolson needs to come in. Ben Barnacles and David Skolson, they need to communicate. No friendly fire here. They need to help each other. And then they need not to throw wind shadow on each other. Huge turn. Oh, this might be costly. Because no, Deja Vu is close enough to capture David Skolson. So they need to defend this. Enborg needs to fight for 5th. Because there's a huge chance that David Skolson is losing that battle up there. But remember, you need to be 10 points, then you're winning this one. So it's right now, it looks good for Denmark, but Denmark needs to defend all positions. Enborg needs to capture that 5th. Deja Vu on a hunt. Mike O'Donovan hunting one of the Danes, and then a huge gap for Speedy and Will Hemsley. And that's good for Denmark, because then it doesn't matter that David Skolson is losing the battle to Deja Vu. Right now, it looks very good for Denmark, but David and Enborg, they still need to win their battles. Enborg sneaking away. Will he knows that? If Enborg coming in, now we're getting ready. Barnacles, he is sailing away. Sten Jørgensen sailing away. The routine sailor is going for the finish line. Then David, he needs to defend it. Going to the left-hand side. Deja Vu going with him. And then Speedy coming in. This is the battle. 2 knots in difference. There's a huge speed difference. Meaning if David is losing this one, then Deja Vu and Speedy can't go past him. No, we have a disconnection again. No. Enborg, 2nd time off tonight. Losing connection wherever in the world he is. So not right now. But David Skolson needs to be 3rd, or else Denmark will lose it. 2 boats from Great Britain coming in. Speedy on the inside, Deja Vu on the outside. Is this the unlucky Danes today? Speedy pressuring David. David, he needs to win against one of them. He needs to secure that 3rd. Right now, he's coming in, he's under trouble. Speedy trying to touch him. No touch, David. He needs to win it. It's Great Britain, it's Denmark. 2 orcas against the Penguin. Let's see, Denmark defending it. David, he needs to not lose it. He is not allowed to lose it. Penalty, David. So Deja Vu, the British team, going past Denmark. Enborg losing that battle with the disconnection. David got caught on the finish line. This is giving the point to Great Britain. So Great Britain going into next round 5-2 after this race. Unlucky for Denmark that Enborg yet again losing his connection. And that was actually how Great Britain secured their points. Great hunt, but a hunt that only was succeeding because Enborg lost his connection. Very, very unlucky Danes in this regatta. Meaning that Britain has 5, Denmark has 2, meaning that Great Britain going into the next round, into the semi-finals. So such a close race. It couldn't be more unlucky, but that's how it is. They are playing on different devices, they're playing on mobile phones, they're playing on tablets, they're playing on PCs. So Enborg, he's maybe, as I remember, playing on his mobile phone, and that's what cost him here. And I know also he is normally out there doing a lot of sailing, so very, very unlucky. We're getting ready for race number 8. Let's go in game. Congratulations, Great Britain, going into the next round. So second last race of tonight. Race number 8 is Adam McGruan, D-Fix, Fun Pitchin, Anton Sol, 2 versus 2, the EF50. Let's have some action. Let's end up with some speed. And then we're going to have race number 9, 10 versus 10 in the NACRA 17. It's a close call. It's a very close call. Unlucky for Enborg losing connection to the game. And losing a connection means that your boat is breaking up or you lost a mast or something. And that's how it is in eSport. We're getting ready. It's a reaching start. 13 seconds to the start. And there we go. 10 seconds. All about timing it. The British putting themselves in a good position to penalize the Danes. And they're covering the Danes, but one of the Danes speeding up, and there we go. Oh, a slow start finds a sword, but a false start for Adam, giving the Danes the favorite position, sneaking away. And a false start in the EF50 slows you down until your last, and then see it takes 11 seconds to hit maximum speed, so it's a really costly one. Fun Pigeon doing a mark trap, but the Danes ready for it, going around him. So there we go, penalty to Adam, made by Defix in this case. So Denmark fighting for the honor, fighting for the glory. The British can race more freely, but this is free practice because the next couple of rounds is not going to be fun. High level we have been having tonight. And unlucky for Denmark with having 2 disconnections tonight, losing the regatta on that. There we go. Anton Sol rounding first, Fun Pigeon after him, Defix, and Adam McGrew. We haven't talked much about the 2 British sailors here, so let's see what we can find about them. Fun Pigeon, let's see, he's racing up here together with Anton Sol, while we are seeing Defix battling against Adam there. Fun Pigeon, he's called Rick Colding. He's 49 years old. He's from Ipswich. And his favorite boat is actually the Laser and the Nacra, not the EF50 in this game. But he's on the EF50 team today. Then we have Adam. Adam, 37 years old. He's from Little Berwick, from Greater Manchester. And he loves the 49er and the Nacra. And most recently result was in 2021 in GP 14 Northern Champion. So he's also winning some in the sailing. Defects against Adam, but right now it's Anton Sol in the lead. Anton, he's from Præstø. And let's see what Anton could do, because right now it's a tie. It's 2 versus 2. It's 5 points for each nation, meaning that the winner and the loser, so the winning team, if it's 5-5, is the losing team. So Anton Sol, yeah, he may be winning this race, but he needs to do something to get Defix back in the race. But it looks like the Danes are sailing for the honor. Fun Pigeon coming in, Adam coming in. Defix, very slow race for him in this case. Also very unlucky for him. I know he's not satisfied. He's a very competitive guy. He's not living far away from this studio, so sometimes we meet him and we know how he loves this game and loves to compete also in sailing. Anton Sol in the lead, Fun Pigeon in second, Adam in third, and Defix coming here. Defix trying to go on the outside, but there's more wind pressure where Adam is, so he's losing momentum, he's losing meters. So it's up to Anton Sol to do something to slow down the British. And then we can see all the fans on the chat is cheering on Ali Island Speedy_1 for coming back. But I have to say, just to take the British Speedy down, he's a very popular guy, but also a very funny guy. It was not his fault they were winning the last race, but we know he's a British champion in 2020. There we go, Anton Sol in the lead, Fun Pigeon in second, and Adam in third, and then we have Defix in fourth. Great race by all of them. But right now it looks like the British are actually a little bit in control. They just need to stay in the positions, but Defix only 100 meters behind. So if Anton Sol managed to slow down Fun Pigeon, let's see. There we go. Fun Pigeon, great maneuvering away, bears away. So Anton Sol, he wants to do some attack here. He has to ride away. Fun Pigeon, he's in trouble. So, and there we go, Defix coming in. And again, it's Adam. They need to slow down, or Fun Pigeon. So Anton, he needs to penalize Fun Pigeon, and then the other boats will come with speed and get closer. And then he needs also to slow down Adam in this case. It looks like these boats are sailing slow, but they are not sailing slow. They are sailing 20-27 knots upwind and 40-50 knots downwind. Adam made a daring move, and there he gets a penalty by Fun Pigeon, but Fun Pigeon needs to do a double tag, and Adam is getting outside of the penalty there, but the British are putting themselves out the outside. Defix close enough to come in, but Anton, he needs to go to the opposite side, and he's also doing that, getting ready, but there, Fun Pigeon ready, attacking Anton Sol. Anton Sol going in front of Defix. Great move by Fun Pigeon. This means that the British team defends that position, taking yet a point against Denmark. And let's just see them crossing the finish line here. Adam first, Fun Pitchin second, Anton Sol third, D-Fix fourth. Great race by the British defending this one, but I can also understand the Danes a little bit disappointed losing on disconnection today. So it's hard to keep the motivation. Let's just have the confirmation. Adam and Fun Pitchin first and second, Anton Sol and D-Fix third and fourth. Now we're going into the last race of tonight. We're going into race number 9, the 10 versus 10 NACRA 17. It's been a true pleasure to commentate this great battle. And it was seeded number 1. Let's just go in and see the overview here. It was seed number 1, Great Britain, versus seed number 9, Denmark. And I have to say, Denmark really fought well against Great Britain. Unlucky for Denmark, the internet was not with them. And I have to say, if I had Alec Wilkinson with me in the studio, he would say, yeah, Thomas, you always say the internet is very good in Denmark. He always cheers on Great Britain, I always cheers on Denmark. Somehow we are from those two countries. Unlucky today, the internet connection for Inborg on his mobile phone was not the best. So 2 disconnections from him was losing the regatta, and actually 2 connections where they were so close of winning it. So the luck was with the British tonight. It looks like the British are going into semi-final number 1. Will they meet Italy or will they meet the Netherlands? Interesting. I can say to you, all battles that's coming up in the semi-finals are going to be just as exciting as this one we had tonight, and the same close ones. Let's go in game. Race number 9 is coming up. It has been a pleasure to commentate tonight this eSailing Nations Cup quarterfinal 1, Great Britain versus Denmark. Great Britain in the lead 6-2, but the score is yet again not telling the full story. But it's the points that is deciding who's going into the next regatta. Denmark fighting everything they could against Great Britain, and I have to say, what a fight we have been having tonight. We're waiting for the last player to join in this regatta and this last race, number 9, to confirm who is getting the last point. But one thing is for sure, Great Britain going in to the next race. When we are watching it here, then we can see Bill Rock has entered the British team. There are 12 players on the team, and Bill Rock, he's quite, I have to say, quite a player. Also quite a CV. He was part of the team winning the eSailing Nations Cup last year, and I can say to you, he enjoyed such a good cocktail when they were winning. It's Paul McCombie. He's from St Andrews, so he is really having fun with it, and he's just racing it, having fun. Love to be in this game. Last player to join in, and we are waiting for the race officer's go signal, because we have some internet issues with some of the players experiencing, but it doesn't inflict the overall score that Great Britain going into the next race. But we want to end up this regatta with all players in. There we go, last player coming in. So ready to have race number 9 in this eSailing Nations Cup. So it has been a pleasure with Great Britain and Denmark tonight. And if you meet the guys and you are a viewer of tonight's show, then I have to say, great fight. This is some of the highest level we have been experiencing for a long time. A lot of very close battle ending on the finish line. Unlucky for Denmark, 2 battles ending with a disconnection. So they didn't get the full potential out of it. Now we say here in race number 9, when one team has been winning, then it's all about fighting for the honor. So one of the honors you can do is winning the last race of tonight, but also winning as a team. It's Denmark versus Great Britain. It's the NACRA 17, a light foil boat. And it's a classic upwind leg we're going to see. And if we go close to it, then you can see they're speeding up pretty fast. They're quite maneuverable. They have a wind shear of 22 meters. meaning that downwind action we will not see much of, so it's upwind you're winning this boat. But let's get ready to rumble, let's get ready to start. 10 seconds to race number 9 in this quarterfinal number 1. And there we have a go. A lot of goes coming in. Some penalties handing out. Enborg, Donny Gillis, Lucas Moore. They're all going to the right-hand side. Bill Rock crossing in. Almost friendly fire on Will Hemsley. A penalty in the middle here. Huge split of the fleet. It's all about winning. It's all about racing it. So let's go into a mode we haven't seen today. The chopper view. Here we can see most of the fleet. Speedy here. Caven, APC, Anders Peter Christensen, Anton Sol, Mike O'Donovan, Enevoldsen, David Skovsen, and then we also have Daryl. He's in here for the first time of tonight. Lucas Moore, Donny Gillis, Enborg, and let's just cross to the opposite side. We can see how the fleet is splitting up, and it's quite interesting with this NACRA 17 because Donny Gillis, Lucas Moore fighting it out. The NACRA 17 is a light foil boat, so it's not always good to be in the hardest wind pressure. It's all about being in the medium wind pressure, some of the top players saying. Lucas Moore, the Danish team captain, placing himself in the lead. He battling against Donny Gillis there's in the outside, but it looks like Donny is in a position where he can penalize Lucas when they're tagging upwind. But it's a fast boat, fast speeding up, fast maneuvering, so let's see what happens here. They're fighting for the honor. It's the last race of tonight. Will Denmark get 3 points or will Great Britain get 7 points? Let's see. Lucas coming in. Donny Gillis coming in. Arthur Farley. Lucas Moore. He looks like taking the lead. And if he keeps doing this, it looks great for him. Let's see. Coming to the first top mark. Speeding up. Lucas Moore coming in. Arthur Farley. Donny Gillis. Will Hemsley, and their penalty to Enborg made by Farley, sailing a little bit downwind to penalize him. Hordist going in front of Bill Rock. Deja Vu, Mike O'Donovan, Daryl, Bitten Barnacle, Sten Iversen getting a friendly fire by David, going in front of him. Sideshow, Jenna coming in, Helle Defects, APC, all of them going downwind, but Lucas Moore, he wants to win this last race. He wants to remember who is the team captain. We are always seeing this battle in the last race, and Lucas Moore just racing forward, 100 meters in front of Arthur Farley. There is in second position. So great race by the Dane. Then we have 3 British, Will Hemsley, Arthur Farley, and Donny Gillis. Lucas rounding first. Arthur Farley going opposite, Will and Donny going together with Lucas. Enborg and Deja Vu going same way. There's a small split penalty to Daniel Skovsen and to fastest. APC coming in, Ben Barnagles, Enevoldsen. And then we have some British with Jenna Sneaker. Then we have Defects and Helle Ørum. And let's see the tag battle. It's the upwind deciding who's winning. Lucas Moore defending his position right now in the victory. Then we have Enborg in 5th. We have Donny Gillis, Deja Vu, Farley, Will Hemsley. So how will this unfold? It looks like Lucas is going for a clean victory with 30 meters in front of the others. But it can still go wrong. A wrong move, a hit off the mark, will lose his position. Here we're seeing Bill Rock sailing nice and slow to the left-hand side. It looks like there's a small favorite side there, but they're sailing into lighter wind. But remember what we said, it's all about being in the medium wind. There is deciding who's winning. Back to the battle of the victory. Will Hemsley getting ready to attack Lucas Moore if he can get close enough. Arthur Farley going with him. Donny Gillis also. But Lucas, he's defending it. A little bit early attack for Lucas. Interesting, but the wind is shifting in his favor. So it looks like he's timing it perfectly to round this top mark for the second and last time of tonight. Lucas Moore going downwind. Arthur Farley following him. In second, Donny Gillis, huge move, and then Will Hemsley coming in. Then we have Enborg slowing down. They're going after the points, Denmark. Slowing down, doing a trap, but Deja Vu is too routine, penalizing Enborg. But he succeeds to slow down the British behind him. So now Anton Sol coming into the battle. They're ready to do the next battle. They're ready to see if they can capture some of the British. But it looks like Britain is taking yet a point. Let's go back to the battle for the victory overall, individual victory in this race. It's Lucas Moore racing for it. And what a performance by the team captain, securing 2 points for the team. Going downwind towards the finish line. And we can confirm that Lucas Moore is winning the last race of tonight. He's crossing in there. Great race by the team captain. Great performance tonight. Arthur Farley, Will Hemsley, then Donny Gillis coming in. Déjà Vu crossing down. Bill Rock following him. Then Daryl coming in. Anton Sol, but it's Speedy_1 coming first. And then a lot of Danes coming in. No, Sideshow going on the inside. Caven, Jenna Sneaker, and then Defix, Hille Urum, APC, and Denmark coming in last. And it looks like we have one connection loss once again. So interesting who that was. But Lucas Moore with a victory, the honor of winning the last race. But then it looks British. Arthur Farley in second, Will Hemsley in third, Donny Gillis in fourth, Déjà Vu in fifth, Bill Rock in sixth, Daryl in seventh, Speedy in eighth, Enevolds in ninth, Anton Soltin, Sideshow 11, Enborg 12, Ben Barnagles 13, Caven in 14, Jenna Sneaker in 15, then Defix, Helle Urum, David Skovsen, APC, and this time it was yet again a Dane losing connection. It was Fastest. That was the eSailing Nations Cup quarterfinal 1, Denmark versus Great Britain. Great Britain, it looks like we're just getting the confirmation on the overall sail ranks we have tonight, the overall score. When that's ready, then we will get the confirmation who's winning the last one. Let's go to sail ranks. Let's just have a confirmation of the overall score. And one of the tools that's used a lot in eSailing is sail ranks, and it's Denmark. Denmark, did they win the last one? Interesting call. Yeah, Great Britain won the last one. I'm just getting it from the race officers. So it's 7-2 to Great Britain tonight, but the result is not telling the overall score. If you're interested into deep a little bit in how each player is performing, then you can go in and see each race on the race results and how they performed in each regatta. With that said, thank you for watching this exciting eSailing Nations Cup tonight. And don't worry, this week is going to be crazy. We're going to have a lot of quarterfinal finals. The next one coming up, as I remember, let's just get the confirmation, is already Thursday. Thursday we're going to see Italy versus Netherlands. So we're going to see which team is going to play against Great Britain of going into the grand final. And then on Sunday we have Japan versus France. And next week, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, we are going to see Spain versus Russia. So interesting how that will unfold. This was Thomas Bjørn Lytti guiding you through tonight's eSailing Nations Cup. Thank you for watching and looking forward to see you all again just on Thursday.